The Democratic-controlled House Ways and Means Committee is expected to vote Tuesday on whether to make public 6 years' worth of information about former President Donald Trump's tax returns, a move Trump has long fought. The committee is meeting behind closed doors Tuesday afternoon and is expected to consider whether to release data from Trump's tax returns from 2015-2020, after brief public remarks starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The panel moved into executive session in private with Chairman Richard Neal, D. Massachusetts, citing the confidential nature of the subject matter. The committee also unanimously voted to have a transcript of the proceedings released when appropriate. Trump's name wasn't mentioned, though multiple boxes of his tax documents were seen being wheeled into the room before the meeting. The committee obtained the information from the Treasury Department last month after the U.S. Supreme Court denied Trump's request to block an appeals court order that he surrender his tax returns and other financial records to the committee. It marked the fourth time Trump had lost a high court appeal related to requests for his taxes. It's not immediately clear what significant new information might be in the committee's possession. Prosecutors in New York have already been able to access some of the data, but some of what the committee has could be more recent. Tuesday's expected vote comes a day after the House January 6 committee voted to make criminal referrals about Trump to the Justice Department. The committee had requested 6 years' worth of Trump's returns as part of what it said was an investigation into IRS audit practices of presidents and vice presidents. In his petition to the Supreme Court, Trump accused the committee of seeking his taxes under false pretenses. Any potential release would require a majority vote of the committee. It's not clear whether the committee would release all of the documents it has obtained pursuant to its original subpoena or just some of the documents. In November, it was revealed that Trump reported nearly $1 billion in operating losses over a 2-year period about a decade ago, when an accountant testified at the criminal trial of the Trump Organization, spilling into public tax information that the former president has tried repeatedly to keep private. If the Ways and Means Committee votes Tuesday to release the information, it's not clear when that information would become public, but it comes just 2 weeks before House Republicans are set to take majority control. The Supreme Court offered no explanation for its decision, and there was no noted dissent or vote breakdown. We knew the strength of our case, we stayed the course, followed the advice of counsel, and finally, our case has been affirmed by the highest court in the land, Chairman Neal said at the time. Since the Magna Carta, the principle of oversight has been upheld, and today is no different. This rises above politics, and the committee will now conduct the oversight that we sought for the last 3.5 years. While Trump has claimed the subpoena is a politically motivated fishing expedition, the committee said the documents were critical for drafting legislation on equitable tax administration, including legislation on the president's tax compliance. The top Republican on the committee, Representative Kevin Brady of Texas, has accused Democrats of making a major mistake in a rush to target Trump. Ways and Means Democrats are unleashing a dangerous new political weapon that reaches far beyond President Trump and jeopardizes the privacy of every American, Brady said in a statement ahead of Tuesday's meeting. Going forward, partisans in Congress have nearly unlimited power to target political enemies by obtaining and making public their private tax returns to embarrass and destroy them. This is not limited to public officials, but can target private citizens, business and labor leaders, and Supreme Court justices, he said. He echoed that shortly before the members gathered, saying, "The precedent that we set today will have severe consequences for taxpayers and democracy."